you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. You are the awesome chat. We are here today to discuss the injuries on the Tampa Bay Bucs offensive line and if Steve Wilks, Aaron Glenn, and this Jets defense can take advantage of that. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button. Turn the volume up. It's time for Blitz.
It's got beef.
Gentry covering the fumble!
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined to get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
JJ off to a hot start. Can we just do mock drafts? Lenora Sellers. I don't care about anything else right now. I am all in on Sellers. That's my guy. Lenora Sellers or bust, baby. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Didn't know if I would have time to do a show today. I was on with Jake for almost 2 hours. Had to take care of a couple of things. I looked at the clock. It's 12:40. I'm like, all right, I got one more thing to do. Let's do a show. So hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Trying to get that push. Trying to get the $2,000 before the end of the season. Would love if you guys help me get there. Also, Sunday night, Shine Time in prime time after the Jets victory. 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock. Stay tuned. I'll know early Sunday. I'll set the time. We got a Joe Namath mini helmet getting raffled off. So $5 super chats and up. Get you on the wheel. Gifted memberships. Get you on the wheel. So you got to be in it to win it, as they say. So make sure you do your part, and good luck to everybody. And thank you to everyone who contributes to this channel, helps it grow, and supports it the way that you guys do. Whether I'm on at 12:30 at night, 12:30 in the afternoon, Sunday night, you guys, a lot of you are here show after show, and I can't tell you how much that means to me. It warms my heart. Yes, I do have a heart. But let's talk about the Jets. 3 injuries to the offensive line. Left tackle, right guard. This has to be a game that Quinnen Williams, Will McDonald, and if Jermaine plays, have to exploit and have to get to the quarterback and have to do things that they haven't been able to do as of late. Our pressure rate is very low. Ladies and gentlemen, the birthday boy himself, the man amongst men, the great Jake Asman, just gifted 5 channel memberships. Shout out to Jake. It's his birthday, but he's giving gifts here. Thank you, Mr. Asman. His 5 went to BC, Phenom, Jetted Out, Alex Famous, and Michael Bartow. Jake, good luck to you. Giving away a Joe Namath mini helmet Sunday night. So good luck to you, sir. And if you win it, you cannot raffle it off on your show. Rules are rules. So when you look at the offensive line and how beat up they are, and Baker Mayfield injured his foot a little bit the other day, you got to be able to get home. You got to be able to put a pass rush together. I would like to see a little bit more of Leonard Taylor with Quinnen, not in place of Quinnen. And I would like to see two defensive tackles who can beat a guard and get home. No word on Jermaine yet. We do have some info coming out from Jets practice. I'll push that to you guys right now. Antoine Staley tweeted 13 minutes ago, haven't seen Josh Reynolds or Jermaine Johnson yet. Tony Adams' hip and Michael Carter shoulder are here for the start of practice. But no word yet on Johnson. That's all the news that we have right now from practice. But nothing yet. I got the tweets open, waiting to see what pops up from all the Jets beat writers. You know, I don't think any of us would be excited with seeing Michael Clemens' play percentage go up. I think that's a bad sign. I think that's something that will get exploited. I think that's something that they will continuously run at. And I think that they will feel comfortable with a backup tackle sliding their coverage elsewhere, knowing that Clemens can't get home. So we hope JJ plays, even if it's limited and it's third downs and key pass rush situations, you use him. And if he's able to do more, he's able to do more. But we haven't heard much about the ankle. We know that JJ tweeted Sunday night and then again Monday morning, the prayer hands emoji, or some people call it the high five emoji if they don't like to pray, but shame on them. It's a prayer emoji. So he's saying you don't know how serious it was. I guess there was a scare, and haven't heard a timetable yet. There's no game designation yet. That comes out on Friday. So we're hoping that he can be in the mix because you have three backups. We've been there, right? 2022, we used 14 offensive linemen. I don't think we had the same configuration in back-to-back games the entire season. Now, we know firsthand how awful that can be, how the communication, how the chemistry takes time to build with an offensive line. This is something we have to take advantage of. This is something where we have to bring chaos. We have to bring disruption. We have to bring confusion. We have to do things to put more favorable in our situation. Now, some of the things I've seen on film is when we blitz our middle linebackers, we're leaving that middle of the field wide open. If you're blitzing your middle linebackers, send them immediately. Don't do delayed blitzes because when you're doing a delayed blitz, you're just opening up the middle of the field. It's not a good thing. If you're going to blitz, you got to get home. If you're going to blitz, you got to cover on the back end. So I'm looking to see what our game plan is. Expect to see Sauce on Evans. I don't know if you bracket Egbuka. I haven't seen too much on how the Bucs are utilizing him. I'm going to watch some of that on Saturday. But you got to be able to get home when you blitz. And if you're blitzing, you need a guy to win a one-on-one matchup. You need Quinnen in one-on-one situations time and time again. I'm looking forward to the evolution of this defense. It's not what we expected, but you got to live and learn. You got to make your adjustments. You got to change your schematics. You got to change your ideology. You can't coach in this league and be successful by saying, we run this, we do this, no matter what. You have to say, I have these players. These players can do this well. We have to do this. You want to bring out your best in the players as a coach. You don't want to just throw guys out there randomly, and you don't want to just say, all right, you're in injury. Doesn't matter. We're doing the same thing. Oh, he can't do that. That's boneheaded. That's stubborn. That's leading to failure. So I personally would like to see until Michael Carter hits his stride, Maybe not blitz a linebacker over the middle. Maybe use a little bit more zone. Maybe confuse Mayfield and Tua and have them hold the ball a little longer with disguising some of your coverages and not being so clear cut with the coverage and zero blitzes. If you can't cover, you can't do it. Rex Ryan was able to blitz the rate that he blitzed at because Revis and Cromartie shut everybody down. We're not doing that. Yes, Alan, the evolution of the defense. Finding out what players do well and calling the game accordingly. That's the evolution of the defense. We've only given up 337 yards a game. We're 23rd in the league. We can get better. Yes, an evolution. We brought in 2 of our defensive tackles a week before the game. It's going to take time, just like with the offense. A coordinator has to learn what his players can do. That's where we're at. Right now, it's a feeling out part. Absolutely, there's an evolution that's going to take place. MC May says Hassan Reddick is questionable for this game. I hope he's in. I hope he's in because I would run Braylon Allen at him time and time again. I would let Membu just drive him back and beat the shit out of him all day. I really hope that he plays. I think that you're going to see. I think that Engstrand, who his scheme has been really good with getting guys open in the passing attack. I think whether it's Fields or whether it's Engstrand, I think they're overvaluing the threat of Justin Fields as a runner. And I think they're leaning on that too much. So I want to see how the play calling changes this week with Taylor in a quarterback. It can be uplifting for this offense. Uplifting for the offense to get in a rhythm, to get going, to get the ball out quick, to get the ball to Garrett in multiple ways. Design a play where it's a catch and run for Taylor to get a huge chunk of yardage. Let's start to see some of these downfield passes that the Detroit Lions are so famous for. Let's start to implement some of that. And if Taylor's the guy, Taylor's the guy. The thing that with Aaron Glenn, he don't give a shit how big your check is. If Taylor's playing well and we go and win these next 2 games, Taylor's your quarterback for the foreseeable future until the wheels fall off. Glenn's loyalty is to the team and to putting the best team out there. It's not to any player. JJ, what do you want him to do? He runs a 13-yard in on the first drive. He's wide open. He cooked the fucking cornerback. The ball is out of his reach. He runs it out to the outside. Fields holds it too long, sails it over his head. What do you want him to do? Fields is holding the ball for 3.2 seconds. Garrett Wilson will cook anyone in 3.2 seconds. He will get open. We need the quarterbacks to get Garrett Wilson the ball. He had 7 catches for 90-something yards and a touchdown in week 1. That's a wide receiver 1 stat line. Week 2, nobody did anything until late. But the ball's got to be there in a better position for them to catch. You know, Davis, it's behind him, behind his knees. It'll get marked as a drop, but we all know that's a shitty throw. He does. I hate that he's a body catcher. I feel that the hit with Ramsey in week 1, if you catch the ball with your hands, he's always jumping to try to pin it on his chest. And the reason the ball got knocked out was he pinned it. He kept the ball exposed, and Ramsey hit the ball with his face mask. If you catch that with your hands and tuck it, the ball's protected. Jets still have a chance to go on and win that game. So I've said that for years. One of the first things that Bill Parcells did when Keyshawn Johnson came in, he said, we got to teach you how to catch. He was catching sideline passes like this. He's like, no, you catch it like this. So we got to teach you how to catch. Sure, you've been catching wrong your whole life. Keyshawn took the criticism, corrected it, and did very well under Parcells and for his career. Yeah, I hate it. I really hate it. I've said it for years. He had a drop in the Giant game. He lets the ball come to his body. Granted, that Giants game was a downpour, but letting the ball come to you gives the corner more time to recover and get in there to punch it out. Go have strong hands, snatch it, and pull it in tight. They teach that in the fundamentals, man. I don't. Your footwork can be great, but if you're a body catcher, you're never going to get to that elite level. That's just my opinion. You got to be able to have strong hands, snatch that shit out in traffic, and pull it in and take the hit. Boomtown, I don't speak Canadian. I have no idea what this message says. No, I can't even read that. It's hieroglyphics. Yeah, body catchers are guys who aren't comfortable with their hands. And if you're going to be a receiver, you got to be able to catch with your hands. Have him turn sideways, Jay. Just throw him passes. If you don't have a jugs machine, throw him passes where he's got to catch with his hands. Catch and snap it in. Have him turn the other way. Simple drills to get him comfortable with that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Nick Shine Show. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit the like button. I got about 25 minutes, maybe 20, before I got to head out for work. Wish I had off. Wish I could talk Jets all day with you guys. So I'll take a couple calls. We'll take questions until we get callers. Alan says, how do you defend Otten on Sunday? Tough matchup. Can't believe we took Ruckert over him. Well, Alan, if you didn't have revisionist history with every draft pick, you'd have no history at all. Well, what are we going to do? I'm not going to cry about past draft picks. There's guys in every draft that people want. I can't harp on it. With Otten, just like any other tight end, you're going to probably see McCrary ball on him. That doesn't excite me. You're probably going to see Cisco or Adams on him. Maybe Sherwood or Quincy at times. I think you got to be able to take him away. You got to be able to disguise those coverages. I think he's a nice player. He complements Evans really well. They got a good passing attack, but a good pass rush can neutralize all that. Getting home time and time again and being disruptive and having Baker Mayfield on the ground 6 or 7 times, ending drives, is the key to the success. We got to get him on the ground. We have to hit him. We got to make him uncomfortable. We can't allow him to escape the pocket time and time again. We saw Josh Allen do it. We brought pressure. We weren't disciplined in our pass rush lanes, and big runs were getting broken off. You can't do that. With Mayfield, you got to be more disciplined. You got to design your blitzes better. And more importantly, you got to win your one-on-one matchups. Will has to be able to dog this backup right tackle. Quinnen, I'd like to see him line up on Will's side more. And then if you're going to blitz on the other side, but have your strength, Quinnen and Will, next to one another where they can both beat their guys one-on-one. First State Jets says defense when they were good never got a stop when crucial. And that's the thing, right? You know, it's the old Baltimore Ravens, bend but don't break. You give up 45 yards, but if you hold them to a field goal, that's a win. Figure it out. You know, we got to get stops. We can't let them finish their drives. We got to be disciplined. We got to make our tackles. We can't be stupid with penalties. That would be a big thing for me this week. I got to watch the penalties. want to make sure that we're playing smart football. I want to make sure that we're doing our best to not shoot ourselves in the foot. It's an absolute disgrace and disaster to be watching a game. And every time the Jets make a good play, is there a flag? Is there a flag? We all do it. We hesitate to celebrate because we know how undisciplined this team has been. It's maddening. Oh, incomplete pass. Flag. Oh, we tackled them short of the first down. Flag. It's well, I try to stay calm. You guys have watched me watch the first 2 games of the season. I try to stay even keel, but it's frustrating when your team is the one that's beating your team for the most part. You can play football, just don't play stupid football. And that's been a problem with this team for a while. Whether it's coaching, whether it's discipline, whether it's the type of players you're bringing in, because you brought in guys in the last regime that love football, but they don't love being smart at football. Let's find some of those guys. Let's draft guys that don't commit penalties. Let's draft guys that don't hold. Let's draft guys that don't jump off sides. I'll take a little bit of a lesser talent for a smarter player. Let's that be some of the guys that we bring into this culture. Yeah, Alan. And if you want to talk about revisionist history, the Hawks. Give me 1 second. Where'd it go? Where are you? There we are. The Hawks traded Luka Doncic for Trae Young. So you can't talk about anything. Shout out to that text message. Nick Salas said Michael Clemens plays with violence, and we love it. A lot of people in prison played with violence. Like, doesn't mean it's anything good. You know, you need to be able to beat the guy and get around him, not push him back, not physically engage with him. You need to engage, disengage, pursue the ball carrier. Reggie White, Bruce Smith were great at that because when you got on them, they could get you off of them. Clemens just stays engaged. He doesn't look like beating the guy and pursuing the ball carrier is his objective. It looks like I just want to stalemate you so you can't go block anyone else. I can't see a defensive scheme being drawn up where they say, just go low and try to bull rush that guy time and time again. You're not strong enough to push Deion Dawkins back. You're not fast enough to get around him. I don't get why he's here. I don't. And you guys know I can make logic out of any situation when it comes to the Jets. I can look at things and see it in a way that a lot of other people don't. And some of you hate that. Some of you love that. But I cannot look at anything he does and say that's beneficial to this team. That's a key to success. That's what's going to help us win. I can't. It's amazing this guy made year 4, not even just on one team, in the fucking league. He bites. You're right, Danny. He bites. He's dumb. He's not a smart football player. He takes himself out of position. He's not true to what his reads and responsibilities are supposed to be. He's a coach's nightmare from what I see on film. Because again, I can't see any coaching staff saying, hey, when you're the quarterback side, the end. All right. So when you're playing defense and you're a defensive end and the quarterback's in the shotgun and he has the running back closer to you, your responsibility is not the running back. Your responsibility is the quarterback for RPO because the running back will come in front of him. You take the guy who's away from you because that could be the guy coming back your way. If the quarterback is closest to you and the running back's away, your responsibility is that running back because now the quarterback would RPO and go away from you. Majority of the time, of course. So his responsibilities look, I can't see how film review is favorable for Clemens. All right, we called this on this play. You did this. Hey, Mike, good job. The fuck? There's no way. He's a horrible player to watch. It's demoralizing to see him on the field. It's panic attack causing. If you see him with a free rush at the quarterback, you know the quarterback's going to throw it and he's going to hit him. Now, did I think last week was a roughing the passer? No, I don't. Josh Allen blew his head back. Clemens put his head into the shoulder. Josh threw his head back and sold it. They know Clemens is a moron. But if you know you're a moron, you have to be coached. Dude, just I'd rather you try to jump and block the pass. Don't hit him. Second that ball is out of his hand, do a drill where the ball's released and he veers off. The ever positive Curly Norman is here. Welcome, Curly. The Jets franchise loves horrible players. I really hope Muji and Glenn find sustainable success and we can filter these players out. We already got Gibson out. Clemens will be gone next year. There's no way he gets an extension. Max Mitchell will be gone. Alan Lazard will be gone. Tony Adams will be gone. There's a lot of guys that will be filtered out. And you're going to see Muji and Glenn start to bring in their guys. Yeah, Barney, 100%. He doesn't hold the edge, doesn't play smart, hothead, dumb. Even if there is some subtle thing he does, as casuals don't see it and it ain't worth it. Yeah. He's out of position. He's reckless. He's emotional. He's volatile. He's dumb. He's just not a smart football player. Alan, I'm jealous for those in New Jersey tomorrow. Go Hawkeyes. FRU. Alan, I thought you were supposed to be out here for this game. Weren't you? Swamp Ranger says, might have to look at trading JJ or Will. This team needs an overhaul, and they're the only guys that would net good draft capital. I disagree with this. I'm not trading Will. I think Will is on the verge of being a superstar. I do. I just think the Bills' offensive line is very good. They're underrated. And I think last week was just a bad matchup. I'm very confident in Will getting a minimum of 15 sacks this year if he plays the full season. I think Will McDonald's going to turn into that guy. Obviously, Buffalo had a good game plan. They got a good offense. They've been together a long time. But I'm a big Will McDonald fan. I would not trade him. Now, if you give me multiple ones, I could probably trade anyone if they're good ones. If they're top end ones, I can be talked into anybody going goodbye. But you don't trade pass rushers. Look at Dallas. Dallas was ridiculed and laughed. You know, we let Jonathan Franklin Myers go. We let Huff go, and our pass rush disappeared. You don't get rid of guys who can get there. I think we need to be patient with Jermaine Johnson because he's come back off the injury, played a 50 plays in week one when I thought he would only play about 20 to 24. And now he's got an issue with the ankle. So I'm willing to be patient with JJ and see what he can be by year's end. Swamp Ranger says you can't pay both. Keep Will and trade JJ for a 2, back end 1. I think you can pay both. I think you can easily play both because you're going to have a rookie quarterback coming in. You got Justin Fields on the books for $10 million next year. That's it. You're going to have a rookie quarterback. You can pay Will 4 years, 25, and you can pay JJ 3 years, 60. And you're still paying less than Parsons just got in Green Bay. You can absolutely do it. I would give JJ a shorter deal because he's older. But if JJ gets through this year healthy, we still have him next year on his 5th-year option. So this money wouldn't be an extension until the 2027 season. But you also want to be careful. You don't want all of your contracts ending at the same time. You don't want Sauce, Garrett, Will. You don't want everyone expiring at the same time because that'll leave you in hell. Speaking of hell, imagine being on a bus with this guy.
I just got finished from work. I got to make a little lunch. I'm on the way out. Yep, had a good day. Enjoyed. And I gave a happy birthday to the old Jakey and had a little bit of fun. Not too bad.
Nice. Your audio is crap. We'll talk soon.
All right. See you soon, Chief.
Yeah, but you can absolutely pay both. Quinnen will be 31 at the end of his deal. He doesn't have any guaranteed money left after this. You just change the contract and guarantee money for him. You give extension. You can give an extension to Will McDonald after this season. If he goes 15 sacks, you lock him up. You build the defense around him if he's getting double-digit sacks. JJ, you can wait. You have the fifth-year option. You don't have to rush for JJ. Allen, Jermaine has not shown he deserves that. He can look at it all he wants. But unless he plays much better and he's getting double-digit sacks, you can't even you laugh at that if you're the Jets. There's no way I pay that to him right now. Could he earn it? Yes. It's Jason. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alan, you love every other player in the league. Of course, if you're looking around the league, you could say, oh man, I love Hamilton in Baltimore. I wish we had him. I love this player there. Oh, if we drafted Mike Evans. You can do that with every player. I think Malachi Moore is the safety of the future. Who they team him up with is big. So it's too soon to tell what Cisco is. But like I said, they got to bring in their guys. They got to put their roster together. May says Alonzo with the homer. Does that just mean that the Mets have a lead that they can blow later? Cheers. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The pass rush win rate has not been good. We're sending guys, they're not getting home. But we do have a little bit of a shorter show today. I did want to pop on. Call lines are open. Got about 5-10 minutes left, and then I'm gonna have to get out of here for work. I have to go pick up lunch. I wasn't able to cook. Listen to Stack. He says, hit the like. It's free. Twisted says, we've seen this before. The Jets can't win a home game for nothing. Thankfully, the next few are away. I'll take it. It's positive. We never blitz with Salah. They got to learn how. All right. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, last chance. Super chats, $5 and up. Gifted memberships get you on the wheel. We have a Joe Namath mini helmet being raffled off this Sunday night. Get your entries in, ladies and gentlemen. All right. If You got no calls? We'll do what did we learn? Short show today. Tweet from, where'd it go? Antoine Staley just retweeted this. Egbuka was not out during the portion open to the media, but he is expected to practice. Alan says, am I on at 12:30 tomorrow? Yeah, I'll be on right after Jake tomorrow. I'm not on tomorrow night because right after work, I got to go pick up Nikki. It's his weekend here. So I'll grab him. But yeah, tomorrow, as soon as Jake ends, I'll go live. Yeti says, can't just blitz the edges. The interior gaps need to be filled against mobile QBs. Doesn't do any good. Get pressure and be 3 yards behind a mobile QB. Yeah, that's 100% right. They're going to let you get upfield because when you get upfield, and that's where Will McDonald's spin move can be so destructive. When they start getting upfield, you hit that spin move and you collapse underneath. I really need to see that spin move. And when he's doing that spin move, you got to send somebody along the outside to cover where he would have been, or you have a free escape route. Josh Allen did it the other day. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's got to be on the same page. And there was a play the other day that I absolutely loved. The Chargers were playing against the Raiders, and Derwin James, the safety, blitzed, and he came flying upfield, and all he did was hit the tackle. He just took the tackle out, and Khalil Mack came underneath, unblocked, got a sack. That's a great play design. Can't we have Cisco do that and free up JJ or Will? Get going upfield, get the tackle to think you're going upfield, blindside him, and spin underneath or come underneath for it. Scheme. Innovation. It's there. I could fucking draw it up. Give me a chance to coach the defense. But ladies and gentlemen, it's that time. Mr. Boomtown, please.
Now let's go to What Did We Learn Today? Courtesy of Nick Shine.
And Boomtown. Boomtown, drop. What did you learn on this short, quick, sweet episode? Boomtown says, here lies Alan Avital, Jets fan, Islanders fan, and fan of every other team's best players. He trolled, he fed his truth, and he loved all NFL players' hot wives. Yes, my tongue had a seizure on me there as I went to say all NFL players. My tongue just went flat. Boomtown learned Jake is not allowed to re-raffle prizes. Confirmed. Nick does not speak Canadian. People play with violence both in prison and at DN for the Jets. It's true. It's all facts. I was here for it. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We'll see what happens today. If there's any Jets news, maybe I'll pop on tonight. So keep an eye out for that. Discord members, you will obviously know as soon as I make up my mind. Some of you make up my mind for me and tell me what I need to do. So keep an eye out on YouTube for the next show, but guaranteed tomorrow, as soon as Jake's over, I'll be on. And maybe squeeze in a Saturday show at some point. Or I don't think I can do Sunday morning because my daughter has a softball game and I'm going to be there. So maybe I'll just get one in tomorrow or on Saturday, forgive me. But as always, pay attention to the Discord. Sign up for alerts on the channel so you know when I will be live. All right, Sunday, Fall Fling. No times yet for Sophia's game Sunday. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the Nick Shine Show. Turn up your speakers and enjoy Blitz and Nick. Next caller.
Let's welcome our next caller. Ladies and gentlemen, it's... What's on your mind, my friend?
We've been beat up, laughed at, kick while we down. Told we no good, just a circus of clowns. We hear our team is no good and our owners are bum. Making poor decisions with help from his son. Back the F off, please keep your hands off the team. For you this is a business, for us we bleed green. You got Muji and Glenn to make decisions that's tough. So just sign the checks and shut the F up. Cause year after year you like to mess things up. And on behalf of Jets fans, enough is enough.
I get it. We're all frustrated. But let me tell you why it's going to turn around. It's shine time, game time, 2025. Need a Super Bowl win while I'm still alive. We got O-line, defense, backs who can run. With Wilson and Sauce, this could still be fun. Don't stress, don't fret, don't worry about the past. With Glenn at the helm, we'll turn around fast. It's time to tell you what you need to know. Sit back, relax, it's the Nick Shine Show.